I don't know what to do with this beard. It's getting out of control. Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Giving all praises to the great Ali Shaidra. Call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. In the name of Yahweh Shai, the Adonai, the Hamashiach, the light of this world, the one who died for Israel and rose to sit to become my father's right arm, my redeemer, my comforter, and my salvation. And only one that plead his blood over Israel, the only nation, granted for salvation, giving our respect to great millstone, you know what I'm saying, my brothers, that the higher up brothers, the head dogs, that gave me this wisdom and knowledge and truth from on high, and giving all respect to the brothers that follow them, giving respect to the Akim, which are the brothers that's out in the highways and byways. You know, you're doing it on your own, but you still follow, you know, GMS. You don't got to be from GMS, you know what I'm saying, but you know, we the sheep, we follow them, and that's what you got to be, a sheep. They the sheepdogs, you know what I'm saying, waiting till the shepherd comes, amen. And giving respect to the Aqua that's out there learning. Whether you got a man or not, you're learning in silence, and you're respecting God's laws, and you know what I'm saying, you're learning in the silence that the Lord told you to, and it's not out of disrespect, it's out of respect. That's the woman's place, you know what I'm saying. Shalom to the Aqua that's doing that, and much respect, much love to the women that are in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Coming back to you with another video, following up. Yesterday, I was going to bring out a video, but I don't know. My videos are kind of bummy, you know what I'm saying? Me sitting on the floor, bringing it out, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find a better place right now. My house is pretty cluttered right now, you know, so there'll be no better place than to bring it out but out here, you know what I'm saying? And I got to get my car together for that, but, you know, it's pretty crunchy in my house. You just got to give me time to grow. I need more growth, you know what I'm saying? And when my sister move out, I'll be able to take over this apartment. So the apartment be in my name, I'll be able to have a better setup, you know what I'm saying? Bear with me. And like I said, most of my videos are engineered so you can watch, but at the same time you can listen to them, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the word, most importantly, that you'll get. You don't really have to worry about seeing my bummy face all the time and my scruffy beard, you know what I'm saying? Unless I'm on the highways and byways, you know what I'm saying? I'll be doing a lot of work, and you'll see the platform for the way it is. It's just, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning stages, and I'll have a better platform soon, but you know, it's meant for you to listen, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, more than anything, you know, while you at work, while you at home, you know, you can pop in your earphones, you know, while you're doing certain things, and to listen and to get the word. Call on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the name of Yahushai. And anyways, after that, speeding past that, we're going to get into the book of Esdras and continue from there. There was a lot of beautiful scriptures up in there, and telling you about the times to come to pass, you know. And these times are coming ahead, you know. We slowly but surely seeing them, you know. The Lord is beautiful and gracious, so he's offering more time to, you know, his people to come into the fold before these major prophecies take effect and start speeding up, you know what I'm saying, gradually. So right now they're going to war, or a little scruffle, as the prophet would call it, you know what I'm saying, down there in Ukraine, you know what I'm saying. The world war started like a small battle, but then it ended up some big gigantic war, you know. So it could it could happen like that, you know. But right now the prophecy must come to pass, the wars and rumors of wars right now. So it's not to be worried about, like the Lord say, such things must happen, but the end is not nigh. So don't worry about it too much. Just keep your eyes on it, you know, like the prophet say. We're not gonna really worry about it. We're just gonna keep our eyes on it. And it's actually good to see another major prophecy come into play, you know. So that's pretty awesome too, you know. And it does prophesy the downfall of America, you know. But we got a long ride, you know. We got the Jacob's trouble coming. We got the Charagma, which is the mark, meaning mark, MOTB, which is Charagma in Hebrew, means mark. So we got that coming, and then we got World War III, and then the second coming of Christ. The second coming of Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying? Ugh, all chrome Hummer. Ugh. Sorry, that was ugly. I mean, it's nice, but it's ugly. But anyways, we're going to hop into the book of Esdras and get into that, and then give you more breakdowns and explanations, and you know what I'm saying, and give you the wisdom and knowledge and understanding that you need, you know, to push forward in the truth. You know, if you're listening, then, you know, you blessed and you chosen to listen. If you're not listening and you don't care, you know, that's on you. Like the prophet said, we ain't gonna force y'all to listen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna force you to believe. I'm not gonna force you to, like he say, we put you down like police do and twist your arm and make you obey the law. No, I'm not. You know, it's there for you to listen. If you're chosen, you're gonna listen. If you're not chosen, you're gonna skip it. And this is for only the Negroes, Mexicans, and the Indians. Nobody care about white people. Y'all the devil. You already know who you are. So this condemns y'all. So, you know, if you're watching this and you're white, then it's a great FU to you, you know. So we're going to continue from where I was at. Ah, yes. All right. We're in Esdras, the second chapter. Second book of Esdras. Hang on, let me fix this. Fix it, Chris. Fix it. Come on, people need the Bible. We need the book. I need it. They and the people and our people need it too. It says, Esdras chapter 5. No, second book of Esdras chapter 5, verse 1. Come on. It's the book because it's so brand new that it's stiff. Interrupt me. Scams. It says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come, they that which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number, and the way of the truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. So, you know, right now, you got the truth, right? You know what I'm saying? And the truth is coming out at a high level. A lot of people are starting to turn away from Christianity, you feel me? Starting to realize that Christianity is a slave trade doctrine. You know, from my previous video, a couple of videos, in my previous video, I'll show you guys that not only was the Bible stolen from us, from the true children of Israel, but we built the churches that the white people had dwelled in the past. And the white people will come out the churches and put on their little KKK mask and go and hunt and torment the slaves and torture them and kill them and hang them. So that is a big blow to Christianity, because we know Christianity is false, but we can also prove that Christianity is false. You know what I'm saying? And that the Roman Catholic Church, you know what I'm saying, in the past, they owned slaves. And they forced these slaves to build the other churches. But nowadays, you know what I'm saying, we got the wicked 2/3 that won't believe that, you know, you guys are still slaves in this time, and you going into the slave master's house to praise and uphold your slave master, which is the white man. They got a book. They got a book called the Slave Bible. You know what I'm saying? So they remanipulated, white man remanipulated the Bible into what they wanted, so the slaves can obey them. You know, so they didn't get the word, and this is around the time the Most High had blinded us from the truth. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want us to profane His holy name or to disregard His holy name. So you got the truth out right now, but you know, one day the truth is not going to be around no more. And this is going to be around the time to where great destruction is going to be coming. As you see right now, you know, it's at the pre-stages of a great destruction coming. So, you know, right now the truth is out. When all this stuff happens, we ain't going to be around no more to tell y'all the truth. And the way of the truth going to be hidden. So if you don't get the truth around this time, then, you know, later on down the line, a couple months to a year or two down the line, it ain't gonna be no more, you know. Cause that, hey man, for one, they're not playing with the wars down there. They're not. The wars are pretty intense, and we've been told not to believe in the media. Of course, the media is short for medium, so they use sorcery in the media for lies. So you can't talking about Ukraine is pushing Russia back and their forces are slowing. If hey man, it don't sound like Vladimir Putin is gonna let that land go. It sounds like he wants that land. He wants Ukraine to be absorbed within the Russian Empire. You know what I'm saying? Once again, or however they did it in the past. So the Russians are way more stronger, way more powerful. So it's pretty stupid for America to give some hope in Ukraine right now, and they are getting their butts kicked. They're getting their butts kicked. Ukraine is getting their ass whooped, regardless of what the media say. We know because we know the ruthlessness and the power of Russia. We know that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, don't believe what the media say all the time. You know, you can only get small bits and pieces of the information out of the media, but it's best to stay circumspect. You know, they'll show you some truth and then they'll mix it up with the lie. They'll smoothie blend it with the lie, you know? So it's best to get like what you can out of the media, but at the same time, don't take everything that they say into account. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that, you know? And like everybody say, the media ain't real. Right now, the media is actually making money off the wars being fought between Ukraine and Russia by using propaganda. You know what I'm saying? So one thing that I heard that is true is about the Switzerland no longer being a neutral country. You know what I'm saying? And the sanctions that are being placed on Russia and the insurrection and the riots that's going down there, and certain bombings are real, you know, and certain things that they doing are fake. They got, because you know white people and Russians are the same, so they can easily stage certain things and make you believe certain things. Like the Ukrainians are pushing them off, and they're not. They're actually being slaughtered by the Russians. They are. So they can stage that by putting certain actors like they do in order to make you believe in a lie, man. Don't believe in none of that. So it says, but this is what's going to happen in the future. Hold on. Let me fix this because my Bible keeps sliding. Darn it. This Bible's so old. By Esdras, my Apocrypha book is bigger than, no, it's newer than my Bible. My Bible old, man. All right, we're going to continue. It says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens mean certain disasters and certain calamities that's coming forth. You know what I'm saying? So the more and more and more the white man progress, it's kind of like a point system. You know what I'm saying? The more and more these white people progress in wickedness, you know what I'm saying, in the destruction, they sins are stacking up, and the Lord had presented these tokens. It's like I don't know, it's a part of the prophecy, but to me it's like a bonus, like, you know what I'm saying, the destruction and more chaos, you know what I'm saying, to be let loose, you know. That's just in my eyes, you know what I'm saying. But it does speak about the tokens do speak about the chaos and the things that are happening, you know. And the tokens don't sound pretty good. It don't. It sounds like bad. Like it says, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. That's right. They're not going to believe. Instead of them believing, they're going to have hatred and jealousy. And also, they're going to have the blindness. But if some of the people that did believe and turned away from the faith and didn't care about the Lord, they're going to have a lot of hatred and jealousy. They're going to be trying to kill us, come after us. You know what I'm saying? Some of them going to try to be saved, and they're not going to be saved. You know what I'm saying? Some of them going to want the oracle of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, thinking that they're going to be healed. And it's not going to be like that. We're going to tell them to the sword, to the sword, to the famine, to the famine, to the pestilence, Go there, because you taking everything that you worship in, you go to them. Because we know that your white Jesus is not going to save you. The white man is not going to save you. Your money is not going to save you. Your car is not going to save you. Nothing is going to save you from what's coming. It says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. So so we see a lot of evil times right now, but you think this is evil. A lot of it's going to get real evil in the next couple of months to the years that follow. It's going to get real bad. Right now it's slow as it would be. But guess what? When greater evils start to come upon the earth, you're going to wish that these times went away. But the Lord is long suffering. So you're gonna be wishing that these times stop, and they're not gonna stop, and it's gonna be a speedy end, but at the same time it's gonna be agonizing and very brutal, you know. So it says, "In the land that thou seest now to have root shall thou see wasted suddenly. But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet that the sun shall shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day. And blood shall drop out of wood, and the stone shall give his voice, and the people shall be troubled." Everything is gonna be mixed up in very twisted times. You know what I'm saying? So right now, and this is what this verse is trying to say. Right now, we know the time, we know the day, we know the month, we know the year. You know what I'm saying? But when the empire collapses and all these things come into play, that was a part of the white man and what he, the Edomites and what they thought time, you know what I'm saying, and minutes are, and days and seasons and years are. You know what I'm saying? So when the empire collapses, all that is going to collapse with it. You're not going. It's like it say right here. It says, "And the land that thou seest now to have root shalt thou see wasted suddenly. But if the Most High Yahweh grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet the sun shall shine again in the night, and thrice in the day." So it's going to be so mixed up. You're not going to know the times. You're not going to know the day. You're not going to be knowing the season. You're not going to be knowing the years. And plus, it's going to be so many riots and so much chaos. You're not going to have time for all of that, you know. And you're going to slowly but surely, they're going to lose track of what they thought, like, oh, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know what I'm saying, Thursday, all the way down to your age. You're not going to be able to understand nothing. Everybody just going to be like, what is going on? Why is this happening? You know what I'm saying? How did we get here? You know, people not even going to understand the times that we in. Everything that the white man had taught you was a lie. This is what he thought the world was. You know what I'm saying? All the way from daylight savings, because that's what it's really talking about, the daylight savings. You're not going to know the sun up, the sun down. Everything going to be mixed up. Like, people going to be, you think people are in confusion now. Oh, man, wait until later on down the line. They ain't going to know what hit them. You're not going to know what hit you. That's how Yahweh works. God don't fight fair. Yahweh don't fight fair. He doesn't fight fair. "And blood shall drop out of wood, and the stone shall give its voice, and the people shall be troubled. And even he shall rule, whom they look not for that dwell upon the earth. And the fowls shall take their flight away together. And the sodomish sea shall cast out fish and make a noise in the night, which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice thereof." That's right. It says the sodomish sea shall cast out fish. And we know about, great Sodom and Gomorrah. So it's going to be like, So the sodomish sea could represent, the people that are gays and the faggots. They probably going to be crushed. You know what I'm saying? So that, it could represent that, But the fish, that's another spirit. See, you got to understand, certain things. Like, I know a lot of things, but I need to listen to the prophets more and more. When more and more I listen to the prophets and they get to their breakdowns, I understand, because I'm not going to tell you something I don't understand, But it's spiritually talking about all these people. You know what I'm saying? It's spiritually talking about what is going on, and it's also speaking about the suffering of all the people, because we know the Sodom and sea shall cast out fish, and that it can also represent people. Yeah, it can, because you got to understand certain breakdowns. You got to understand words that come out the Bible. That's why people don't understand the Bible, and they don't understand what's being explained to them. They blind because they don't know how to look up on the dictionary. They don't know how to read the blue letter Bible. They don't listen to the prophets. So when you speak to them and you talk about the Bible to them, they're not going to understand nothing that you're saying. It's sad, because when these things happen, they're going to try to read the Bible and they're not going to understand it. Like, what does this mean? What does that mean? You're not really going to have time in times of war. You're not going to have time to read the book and then try to hurry up and be saved. It don't work like that. And you need a relationship with Yahweh. You need a relationship with the Lord in order to understand this book, you know? Other than that, then, like I told you, the Bible is, this Bible is going to lock up on people. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Christ is coming. Boy, you don't worship no Jesus, no white man over here. See, they getting scared because they know the times that they live in, but they don't completely understand the book. This guy had a sticker on his car talking about Jesus Christ is coming. That's retarded. Jesus Christ is the white man, and he out there fighting his own cities and destroying everything right now as we speak. You know what I'm saying? So what people don't know is that Jesus Christ is already here, you know? You talking about Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the second coming that's coming. See, people got the Bible mixed up and they don't know how to read. Like, and it's crazy because the oldest people, you know what I'm saying, are children. They nothing but children in the eyes of the Lord, and everything is being reversed, and they don't have no knowledge, and they over here teaching their kids stuff that they don't even know about. You don't know about that shit. You don't. It says, and the sodomist she shall cast out fish and make a noise in the night, which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice thereof. Because it also represents America. So it could be talking about the riots and the great destruction that's coming. That's exactly what it is talking about. But it says shall cast out fish. That's the part that I don't know about. But it can also represent the riots and the chaos too. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is representing. But the fish, that's because I know the sea got something to do with the people. But the fish could represent the like they leaders and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And the people that they follow, they're gonna cast them out. And they're gonna be destroying each other. It says, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again. And the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. That's right. The wild beasts shall change their places, meaning that instead of the nations being where they at, they're gonna come towards America and destroy this place. And the Lord is also talking about the women, because these women, they think that they know, you know what I'm saying? No, they think that they know how to raise kids and shit, you know? So the women are raising up men to be monsters, you know what I'm saying? Their children are monsters. They get sucked into different religions. Some of them, you know, sucked into gangbanging. Some of them thinking it's okay to kill people, cheat people out their money, you know? Women don't know how to raise their kids. That's why the Lord say, and then it's best not to have kids around this time. You shouldn't be having no kids around this time. Why would you have a kid in America could be on the brink of war? You know what I'm saying? Why would you have a kid at the beginning of sorrows? You got people having babies and shit and falling in love and shit. That's stupid, man. That's real stupid. Me, I ain't having no kids because I know what the Lord told me. You wanna actually see your kids being killed in a war? You actually want to see your kids being snatched up in riots? You know what I'm saying? Your kid catch a bullet, hospitals and shit are down, ambulance are down, and there's nobody coming to help you take the bullet out this child. You got to watch your baby die. You know what I'm saying? Or your child is a newborn and then catch a disease, and you don't have the anesthetics and the medicine to cure it. That's why God said don't have no kids, because a lot of people, like the Most High said, I'll forget your kids. Since you forgot me, I'm going to forget you and your kids. I'm going to forget you and your whole family. You're going to see your kids die. You're going to see your loved ones die. You're going to see a whole manner of blood being spilled. That's why you got to be smart, man. That's why I travel light. I ain't having no babies. I'd rather have my babies in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Not in this society that's about to crumble, man. Hungry ass kids. Mama, I'm hungry. What we gonna eat? Your mama gonna be like, I'm about to cook your ass in a minute. Fuck around and eat their own kids, like it tell you in the Bible. Because when the famine kick in right now, we seeing bad signs of a famine. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? We seeing bad signs of a famine. That famine is one of the things that keeps happening, and the sword is drawing near. You know what I'm saying? So we seeing signs of the sword. We see signs of the pestilence, which is the C-19 or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? And we seeing signs of the great famine. All these things are drawing around. You know what I'm saying? So it's best just, to be prepared to stay circumspect. And, as much as people don't want it to happen, it's happening, Right now, all we got to do is prophesy the downfall of America and the downfall of these white people. That's all we got to do. And we telling you what's happening before it happens. So when it happens, I'm not going to be surprised. I'm just going to be like, it's happening. Go get my little bags and stuff and get on the move. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he just died and this and that. Oh, you're not worried about that? I'm not worried about that. Because if he passed, then what can I really do about it? You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing about it. And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber. Exactly. We all gonna know what time it is when we see the riots. We see martial law popping off. You know what I'm saying? We see these wicked people. You think like I tell you, these people, they all look peaceful. Everything look peaceful right now. Everybody friends with one another. Everybody chilling with one another. Everybody kicking it, man. When all this stuff happened and they know that America is finally crashing down, they gonna be fighting each other for their resources. They gonna be killing each other. Man, it's crazy. The dark side of people gonna come out, man. And a lot of secrets gonna come out to play. They ain't gonna be able to hide it, And a lot of people that they thought they was friends and family, well, you're gonna have families robbing each other. Their own friends robbing each other because they ain't got no food and the tribulation has started, So you think people is peaceful right now. There ain't gonna be no peace real soon. No, it's not. And you're gonna be like, oh, hey, how you wake up and you see on the commercial, and on certain commercials, and the white man come out, you know what I'm saying, and he waving to his neighbors and shit. Some of his neighbors bringing him cookies and shit. You know what I'm saying? He over there mowing his lawn. Hi, Tom. Hi, Gary. You know what I'm saying? That shit funny to me. And he having a good jolly day. He going to work and he coming home. Then in reality, when all this stuff happened and his system crumbled, you're going to have Tom trying to kill Gary. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have, instead of the lady coming to bring cookies, she going to have guns at your door. Instead of you going to work, it ain't going to be no job. They're going to rob your damn job and kill everybody in it. And then when you come home, your family is fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? Your wife panicking, your kids is panicking. You know what I'm saying? It's going to go down, man. It's going to be terrible. That's the alternate. That's the part when it all comes to an end. Like it says, friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into its secret chambers. Meaning that the time is going to come to where when people ask me about the Bible, people ask me about certain things, I'm not going to answer them. I'm just going to let them do what they do. And I'm going to go into hiding. I'm out of here, man. Y'all can riot and kill each other all you want. I'm out of here. I done did my part. And shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and inconveniency be multiplied upon the earth. It's going to get worse, and it's going to be worse. One land shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say, no. It says, one land shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say, no. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, is no more righteousness, no more beauty on the earth, you know what I'm saying, no more peace, but they're going to be screaming peace, peace, when there ain't no peace, you know what I'm saying? You got people lying to each other. That's what this verse is talking about. They lying to each other. They're not telling each other the truth. And obviously, righteousness has left. There ain't no respect between nations, and the countries is going at it. So it says, at the same time, men shall hope, but nothing obtain. They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper. Right, you got people that they don't want to see the downfall of America. They don't want to see the white man golden age come to an end. They want to keep working and doing what they want to do. They want to stack their money up. They hope they can have their little beautiful families and their beautiful homes. And it's not going to be like that. Everything that they've worked for is going to collapse, which is going to drive them to madness. You know what I'm saying? Oh, these people are burning down my house. It took me years to build it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, all my money is gone. I just got robbed and broke into my safe. All this shit, they done stole my cars. Everything that I work for is just for nothing. That's exactly what it is, man. You done studied for 4 years and you done came out to be a doctor and come to find out the collapse happened. Took away your knowledge, took away your jobs. You're not supposed to be having these jobs in the first place, like the prophets say. You're not supposed to be having no working jobs. You're not supposed to be a part of the army. Like all these people pissing their pants because the army might, things might go out of control and they can send them off to no man's land, which is in Ukraine right now, and they can be killed. So a lot of these army people are in great jeopardy. You talked a lot of shit, you got a lot of money from the government, well, the government wants you to give your life for theirs. So you can't be a teacher. You can't be a teacher, you know what I'm saying? You can't be oh, don't be no pastor. Look, don't be no pastor, my nigga. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? People go come and seek your life because you've been hustling them up for word. Using the word to make money. Using the word to make your life. You know what I'm saying? Using the word and taking people's tithes and going and spending on cars and chains and money. You know? Sure, I have found out that a false pastor, a false prophet, you know what I'm saying, they make up to 69 to 70 million a year off that shit. And they was explaining, because I was watching this show called I was watching this little movie documentary called Black Preacher, and since the government, they was like, we don't see no problem in what they doing, you know what I'm saying, because if they giving the money to them, and they got the 501(c), which is tax free. The government said we ain't got no we ain't worried about what they doing. Let them do what they want. So they continue to steal money from the people in these churches, and they continue to get away with what they want. And the 501(c) protects them from being tax free and from the government worrying about where they're going. But the government knows about the truth about the Lord. They know. They know. They very well know. So they know that these people are false preachers, false idols, you know? So what the people created, they gon' undo, you know? And all these preachers are going to get killed, and they're going to get murdered for lying and making money off the word, off the truth. I was watching a documentary last night, and it was a man. He was going from church to church, right? This is funny. He going from church to church, right? You know what I'm saying? And come to find out, he got revoked, and he got, I guess you got like a license or whatever for this kind of thing, and he got revoked from the church. You know what I'm saying? He got fired from one of the churches, and it was put on him that he was a fake preacher. He was a money loving preacher, one of them fake preachers. But that didn't stop him. You know what I'm saying? They told him to deny him from going to any church. So he went to another church and he started preaching. And he was preaching, and these people had no idea. And this is the wickedness of the church. They had no idea that he was one of the preachers that just got fired, and he got cited for the shit. So they had to come up there and remove this nigga. The money is the root to all evil, man. They had to go and remove this. This is why this is not the true church of the Lord. They had to go remove this nigga, and they was getting into fights. And then the other preacher had to show the paperwork telling them that he got fired and he's not supposed to be preaching in any churches, you know? And this is they journey to stop these wicked preachers, even though in truth they are wicked. You know what I'm saying? They all wicked, but you see the madness and the shit that's going on in the churches. You know what I'm saying, about how they abusing the word of Yahweh, taking the tithings and taking the money from the people. And guess what people do? And then 95% of the church is women, so they could care less about where the money goes, as long as it's going to somewhere, like they said. And the women, they support the churches. A lot of women do build these churches, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like great wickedness and great whoredom going on in the church, and it's not recommended that people should go there, you know? And you ain't gonna want to be no teacher, because they're gonna want to come beat your ass for being a teacher, because you teaching their kids false philosophies. You teaching these people's kids lies. You know what I'm saying? You teaching these kids about racism, about hypnotism. You know, you hypnotizing the child to only be worried about money, to only be worried about school. You know what I'm saying? Kids in colleges learning pseudoscience and fake geology and fake religion. You know, you're not supposed to be doing none of this shit. So all this shit gonna come to pass, and all these people that think that they got these nice jobs, they gonna get killed for it, and they gonna find out that their jobs ain't worth nothing. So why they making fun of the people that decide to be poor? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people that, you know, a lot of it are people that go for the, you know, the white man's jobs and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? They make fun of us. They laugh at us for staying in the trenches. You know, but there's a reason to that. There's a reason why. There's a very good reason why. And the Lord and his Yahweh and his people, we gonna have the last laugh. We gonna be laughing at y'all because y'all wrong. So right now they see him brinks and signs of Armageddon, meaning that Armageddon is really just a word meaning mounting of troops. That's what that means. It don't mean apocalypse and chaos. No, it's troops being gathered out there in the Middle East over there. So they being gathered slowly but surely to Megiddo, to the Woe 3. You know what I'm saying? So right now we're seeing a mountain of troops down there, and we not really worried about it, but it's best to keep your eyes on it because it could spiral out of control like World War I and World War II did. It spiraled out of control and it turned into a world war. Small war turned into a big war. It says, and at the same time, men shall hope, but nothing obtain. They shall labor, but their ways will not prosper. To show thee such tokens I have leave. And if thou wilt pray again and weep as now and fast 7 days, thou shalt hear yet greater things. So you think that all this that I just explained to you will be from the beginning to the end? Nah, that's just the beginning of your problems. This is just the start. That's just the start of the chaos that I just talked about. And this is what the angel is saying, Uriel. That's explaining to Esdras. So it says, then I awake, and an extreme fearfulness went through all my body, and my mind was troubled so that it fainted. That's right. So when a lot of us brothers, we have dreams of the end, it terrifies us. You know what I'm saying? We got dreams of chaos and destruction. You know what I'm saying? People being killed, you know. All these things is very frightening, you know. And you could wake up in the same manner as he just explained. I don't even need to explain what he just said. It says, so that the angel that come to talk with me held me and comforted me and set me up upon my feet. That's right. That we got comfort from the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, from the word of the Lord, because we got the angels that encamp around us, you know. And the angel came and talked with him and was like, it's all right, man. These things got to come to pass. These things got to happen. So don't worry about what. Don't concern yourself too much on it. It has to happen, you know. And to prepare yourself for what's coming. Be a man, you know, like the Lord told Job to gird your loins. Stop crying and be a man. Be strong. Know what's coming. And the Lord say, I got you. You know, everything that is being taken away from you, you know what I'm saying, by the white man and by his dick and by the way he ran the world, it's going to be given back to us when we in rulership. That's what's going to happen. And in the second night it came to pass that Sanathael, the captain of the people, came unto me, saying, where hast thou been? And why is thy countenance so heavy? Right. Up then and eat bread, and forsake us not, as the shepherd that leaveth his flock in the hands of cruel wolves. Then I said unto him, go thy ways from me, and come not nigh me. And he heard what I said, and went from me. And so I fasted 7 days, mourning and weeping, like Uriel the angel commanded me. And after 7 days it was that the thoughts of my heart were very grievous unto me again. So he felt that fear and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai coming upon him, you know. And the 7 days mean completion. So he did what he was supposed to do. He prayed, he fasted, he waited. He prayed, he fasted, and he waited. He prayed, he fasted, and he waited. After the 7 days, the angel came back. It says, like as Uriel the angel commanded me, and after the 7 days so it was that my thoughts of my heart was very grievous to me again. And my soul recovered the spirit of understanding, and I began to talk with the Most High again. God came to him again. And this is what happens to those of us that are a lot of us, which I can bring up the dream that I had the night before. I had a dream that I was prophesying, and I was telling the man that it's no letter J in the Hebrew, but they wouldn't listen. They got up and they walked away from me. And I was trying to explain it to a lot of women, because there was a lot of women. There was a house full of women. And I was trying to explain it to them to the best that I could, but in the story, no, in my dream, it was a woman that was trying to get at me. You know what I'm saying? So it distracted me, and I started preaching the word, and then I went in to go see the women. But it was a house full of women I was trying to give the word to and trying to explain to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they did not understand the word. And at the same time, you got to be careful of certain women, because they could throw you off of the truth. So the Lord is telling me in the dream to, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to listen to you regardless, but do the best that you can to preach the word and fight the temptations of these women, because America make it seem like women are so important in a man's life, and they not. God will send you somebody, but if God don't send you nobody, you know what I'm saying, then don't worry about it, you know? And if you got to do what you got to do, then go out there and go do it. But don't let what you're doing becomes your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't let seeking women become your whole life. Oh, I'm unattractive, I got to have a woman make me feel good. No, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you a brother. You know what I'm saying? If you, mainly if you a brother, and mainly if you in Israel, Salakia, you know, you an Israelite, don't even worry about that shit, man. Let them do what they want to do. Let these females do whatever they want to do, you know? Because in the dream, the female had called me into the room, like, come on in the room. Like, she didn't want me to preach the word. She didn't want me to preach the truth, and I did exactly what she told me to do. You know what I'm saying? I went into the room, I laid down with her, you know what I'm saying? And that was the end of the dream. See, don't let these women become your world, because they could become your distraction and a great snare, a big snare, you know? Hey, girls, that's not important, especially in the time of the season that we coming in. Your life is important. You know, you can get your rocks off and all that, but don't let your woman become your whole world. Don't let her control what you do and dictate what you do, and you follow them around like a damn puppy dog, you know what I'm saying, and get used and stripped down from him when that's not important. In the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shai, he calls us wives, because he's not human, so he calls us wife. You know what I'm saying? So we serve Yahweh Shem Shai, which is our husband. We serve the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord should be on your mind. You should be going after the Lord. You shouldn't be worried about no woman. And if you do got a woman, don't let them get in your way. As simple as that. But that was a dream, though. Like he had again him on him, the Spirit of the Lord on him. It says, and my soul recovered the spirit of understanding, and I began to talk with the Most High Yahweh again, and said, O Yahweh, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen the only vine. No, thou hast chosen the one only vine, meaning that it's only going to be a remnant that's going to be saved out of all this chaos. You know, hopefully I'm amongst the chosen. That's what I desire to be. And it's on the will of Yahweh to choose me to be a remnant, because a lot of people are going to die, man. They have to pay for their sins. Like the brother said, you ain't got no cow, you ain't got no pigeon, you ain't got no lamb to trade in for the Lord for the sins that you did. So now, since the sins are stacking up, we don't have that custom no more. You know what I'm saying? So we got to pay with our life, you know? So instead of a life for a life, the Lord say, I'm just going to take your life in exchange for your sins. I'm not going to, what the white man call it, animal cruelty. So you can't slaughter no cow in your house and offer the blood of the cow up to Yahweh, because white men have changed the laws. He done threw away your customs. So now your sins stacking up, and you don't know how to ask for forgiveness. You don't know the name of the Lord. So God is going to require your life in exchange for all the sins. How you going to pay for it? How you going to pay for it? That's what the Lord is saying. You got to pay for it some kind of way. I need these sins to be absolved. So the only way you're going to pay for your sins is through your life. I'll just take your life, and that'll be in exchange for your sins. There you go. So there's only going to be a remnant that God is going to put on an exemptive judgment. So God going to be like, all right, don't bother him. You know what I'm saying? I absolved all his sins. Don't kill him. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got angels around them. And when it's time, these angels they gonna come and they're going to put in that work for the wicked. You know how these people surviving? You know how these people are living and managing day by day? Is because God hasn't put the judgment on them to die yet. You know what I'm saying? To come to their death yet. It hasn't happened yet because they got angels around them, you know what I'm saying, that haven't got that order. But it's going to be a time and day when all the Jacob's trouble begin and all this shit start happening, you know what I'm saying, and the white man coming down on us with great wrath, and God going to be like, just kill him. And then you're going to start seeing them die in strange ways. They're going to start dying and being killed in wars. Different diseases going to be catching up to them. They can be running and fall into a pit, anything, you know. But nothing has happened because God hasn't allowed it to happen, you know. Ain't nothing happened yet. And everybody's scared of the dawning of World War III and ain't nothing happened yet. But they know that it's coming. They know that the prophets and those of us brothers that follow, you know what I'm saying, Great Millstone, who been appointed by the Lord, you know what I'm saying, to give us all this information, they know that we right. We are all right. Ain't nothing in this Bible wrong. It's not wrong. It says, in all of the lands of the whole world thou hast chosen thee one pit, and all of the flowers thereof one lily. And all of the depths of the sea thou hast filled thee one river, and all of the builded cities thou hast hollowed Zion unto itself. So it's telling you that there's only one chosen people, and that's these Negroes, these Mexicans, these Indians, they the children of Israel. There's only one group, but in that group, there's only a one remnant, and it's only so many people that God gonna take, and then let everybody else be killed. So you better be a part of that group. You better be putting your election up to be, you know, the elect. You better get it right. You know what I'm saying? You better not be one of these lazy brothers, you know, and be not putting in the work, because work is required. God is offering us more time, so the more and more I come out here, the more and more I'm stacking my treasures up in heaven. The more and more I come out here, the more and more it's like, okay, take whatever he did off of him. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he's done, take it off of him. And hopefully the Lord absolve me of all my sins. You know what I'm saying? And take me and make me a remnant. Because that's exactly what the true game is about to begin. It's only beginning. No, the true game is about to start. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing happened yet. The real game is just beginning. People don't understand. And some people are cowards. They don't want to understand. But it's okay. Because soon you're going to have to understand. The whole world going to have to understand. It says, and all the fowls that are created thou hast named thee one dove, and all of the cattle thou art made, thou hast provided one sheep. And among all the multitudes of the people thou hast gotten thee one people. See, there's only one people. The whole world think they can just come to God and worship. God said, I didn't say that. When in the Bible said that I told white people it was okay to come worship me? When did I say that the nations can come and worship me? I didn't say that. I told you one people. Only Israel, only us, only we can come and be absolved and be repentant. The white man and the rest of the nations that follow them, they don't have that privilege. That's why the Lord is calling to his people, and it's so important that you come back. And you come back into Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You get to know, in the name of Yahushai, you get to know the Father and the Son's true names. You know what I'm saying? You get to know that. You read the Bible. You go out there and you do the work. You women, you learn in silence. You get back into your customs of obeying a man if you got a man. Or if you by yourself, practice those customs and be into those customs. You don't always have to have a man to do these customs, you know? And men, stop being lazy. Go out there to the highways and byways and put in that work. If you really want to live, show you how Bashem Yahushai that you love him. You really want to survive the end of times and the fall of this white man and the fall of this America, you should get into the word and put in the work. Go out to the highways and byways, man. Do what you got to do. Do to the best of your abilities. Do it to the best you can, my friend. It says, and among all the multitudes of peoples thou hast gotten thee one people, and unto this people whom thou lovedest, thou gavest a law that is approved of all. That's right. And he's talking about the remnant. He's not talking about all of Israel. You know what I'm saying? I may be talking about Israel because they got that repentance. They got that chance to be forgiven. So, but the Lord know that all of Israel ain't going to come. So God say the remnant, to the ones that understand, to the ones that know the word and have heard the word, to the ones that desire to be converted, this is what you got to do. And for the ones that's already in the word, this is what you got to keep doing until the end comes. And it's coming. So we ain't got too long, you know? So it says, "O now, Yahweh, why hast thou given this one people over unto many? And upon the one root hast thou prepared others? And why hast thou scattered thy only one people among so many?" So Israel is a speckled bird. You know what I'm saying? So to get to your father's seed that be passed on, you know what I'm saying, to the woman, and the woman has to be of Israelite descent. But sometimes, you know, men that's in the word, or during our slave trade times, should I per se, our seed got mingled up with many different other nations. Some of us slept with different people. Some of us slept with white people, and our seed came out mingled. You know what I'm saying? So it go by your father's seed. Like I say, okay, so if your father is black and he got a black woman, then you're an Israelite. For sure you are. But if your father had laid with, a white woman, then his seed is still of Israel, because it goes by the seed of the father. Okay? So now if a white man laid with a black woman and his seed came out black, it's still a white man at the spirit, because it's not the seed of an Israelite. So there you go. You know, it's very simple. It's the seed, because the seed go back to you know, sperm, you know, to you being an Israelite. So you got to have a father that's of the Israelite descent in order to be an Israelite. But then during those times, our seed was being scattered among so many people. You got the speckled bird. You got even white people that are Israelites. You know what I'm saying? And not even aware of it, because they go back to the father's seed. So if your father had a white woman and he was an Israelite, and the white woman gave birth to a white baby, the soul of that child is still an Israelite. You know, it all go back to your genealogy. You know what I'm saying? So you can see some brothers that are light-skinned or white at the camp. That's because their genealogy go back to the Israelites. That's because it goes back to the Israelites. There you go. Because some of these white people ain't Edomites. Some of them are black people. And their fathers are black people. You know what I'm saying? Are Israelites. Salaka, black is a disrespectful term. Are Israelites. So not all of them are, no, majority of them are, you know, Edomites. But some of them people ain't Edomites. Some of them belong to Israel. So that's the speckled bird, and the scattered people among, our people are scattered among all these people. You know, that's what that means. It says, "And they which did gainsay thy promises, and believe not thy covenants, have trodden them down. If thou didst so much hate thy people, yet shouldest thou punish them with thine own hands." So the Lord said, I'm going to put in that work myself. And these prophecies are going to come through that I prophesy. So the Lord say, you're going to know that Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the name Yahushai is the Lord, when the prophecies are rolling. Like right now, like with this Ukraine war against Russia and all of that, and how Russia is turning its attention towards America, that's prophecy, man. That's prophecy. It's the work of the Lord's hands. It says, "Now, when I spoke in these words, the angel that came to me the night before was sent unto me." The Uriel came back and said unto me, "Hear me, and I will instruct thee. Hearken to the thing that I say, and I shall tell thee more." See, exactly. So if you, because he studied and he was praying to Yahweh Shem Yahushai in the name Yahushai, and the Lord had answered him, and the Lord has sent the angel upon him to give him the wisdom and knowledge and understanding, and to give him more wisdom and knowledge and understanding, because all the things that I just told you was the beginning of sorrows. That's only the beginning. So it says, "And I asked and said, Speak on, my Lord. Then he said to me, Thou art sore trouble in mind for Israel's sake. Lovest thou that people better than he that made them?" So people love attention. You know, they love each other more than they love God. That's what the angel is saying. So you love these people more than you love God. And a lot of people do. People love attention. It's fucking weird, man. So it says, and I said, no, Yahweh, but of very grief have I spoken, and for my reins pain me every hour, while I labor to comprehend the way of Yahweh. So what is our people supposed to be doing? Instead of paying attention to one another, because people love attention. It's weird, man. They love being around each other. They love being around people. They love turning up and having fun. That is not what you're supposed to be. You idolize these people more than you idolize Yahweh. It makes the Lord jealous, man. You gotta have understanding. Sometimes it's good to roll alone. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good to be by yourself. Sometimes it's good to say, oh, I'm not going out with my friends. I'd rather study. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be to myself. Oh, I don't want to be with my woman right now. I'm gonna go do my own thing. I need time to think. I need time to see what's right. I need time to look inside my life. Sometimes it's good to do those things. You gotta, like they say, find yourself. And finding yourself is finding Yahweh. Give you a better balance in your life. Get you off those drugs. You know what I'm saying? It'll turn you into a man, make you grow out your beard. You feel me? Make you cut your hair, you know, because long hair is for women. You rocking dreads, you know what I'm saying? You perming your hair, that's a feminist thing, you know? And it took time for me to understand that too. So I slowly but surely, I did exactly what the Lord told me. Like, I cut my hair and I grew my beard out. All right, the Lord said that's manly. You got to be a man. You got to be rock hard when you're in this truth. Not rocking dreads and a perm and a long hair. That's gay, man. That's some sodomite shit. You feel me? So sometimes it's good to say, oh, forget about my friends. I'm gonna go read. I'm gonna go look up research. I'm gonna go do my thing. I'm gonna be by myself. I need to find myself. Because the more and more you into this world, the more and more you into your friends, the more and more you into partying, doing drugs, you're losing yourself. Exactly. It ain't good to do that, because it make God jealous, and God may come upon you and kill you. Yahweh will kill you for that. Oh, you care about this world more than you care about me. And I was a husband unto you. I'm the one that gave you them friends. I'm the one that put you through college. I'm the one that gave you all that money. I'm the one that gave you the cars. I'm the one that gave you the jewelry that you wear. I gave you your bitch. The Lord is really like that, but you still haven't turned to me and wonder where all these things come from. Because when you turn to Yahweh B'Shem Shai and you know that secret, then you drop all that shit. None of it was worth it. I'm going to go to the Lord. Yahweh B'Shem Shai gave me everything that I've had. I love the Lord more than I love what I got. And in those days, people gonna have to give it up by force. You're gonna have to give it up. And guess what? Yahweh B'Shem Shai not gonna be there no more. He not. And he gonna take what he want. And I said, no, Yahweh, but of every grief have I spoken. For my reins paid me every hour, while I labor to comprehend the way of Yahweh the Most High, and to seek out part of his judgment. That's right. Because when you by yourself, you begin to question everything around you. You feel me? Like, damn, like, was everything that I've done really worth it? You know? All this money and all these jobs that I'm busting down, my beautiful car, you know what I'm saying? My life, my nice shoes, my clothes, my friends, was it all truly worth it? You really sit there after you done gained everything, you really sit back and you wonder those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it all, like, worth it? Is it, you know what I'm saying? What I'm doing is the right thing? Like, I don't know, you know? Like, you know, you get to a spiritual sense of things. Not earthly, spiritual sense of everything around you. Like, you know, and everything that's happening right now with these wars and all these different prophecies and this famine coming on, you should be questioning that. Like, damn, is this really all that's what it's about, this world? It's pretty fucking boring, you know? You can begin to question spirituality. And Yahweh, some brothers get the spirit put on them to go and seek out the Lord. They get the spirit put on them to go and seek out the Bible. Let me go read out this book and see what the Lord got to say. You know what I'm saying? Don't go into no church, because you're going to find more wickedness in the church than you would outside, man. Don't go up in there, you know. You go and you seek Yahweh for yourself, man. Especially if you walk past the brothers, you know what I'm saying? You seen the brothers on the highways and byways, you know what I'm saying? You begin to question where you stand, and shakes your spirituality. It gives you that wake up. You know, because the Lord is giving these last minutes, you know what I'm saying? These last seconds in the eyes of Yahweh B'Shem Shai, these few hours represent these days. these last days for you to get into the word, man. And some of us is waking up. They questioning all that, like, damn, was it really worth it? Like, you know, if what these brothers are saying is true, that the white man is the devil, aka the slave driver, and we the slaves, and I'm working my butt off and I'm doing all this, and it's a way, and comfortability is a way to trap people. It's a way to trap our people, to keep us shackled. Is everything that you're doing in your life worth it? You got to question all these things, man. You got to wake up, man. You got to wake up. It says, you got to wake up and seek Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua the Most High, and He's going to answer every question that you need, you know? And He said unto me, thou canst not. And I said, whereof, Lord? Whereunto was I born then? See, he start questioning everything, man. You got to question everything. Don't be stupid. Don't sit there and go on about your life and keep going forward and shit. Where are you going? Where are you really going? You ain't going up there. You think you so hard, you done came up on everything. You should be on the next level over there where the angels at. Up there where God at. You ain't up there. You still down here on this ground traveling. Thinking that you're coming up and you're moving place to place. This ain't your rest, man. So where do you think you actually going? You got your cars, you got your money, you got the bitches, you know what I'm saying? You got the nice house, but you're still grounded here. You're not spiritually up there. You need to be spiritually up there with the Lord. God said you ain't like these people. Money is root to all evil. You ain't doing nothing but digging your own pit, man. You're losing yourself. The more and more you go into this white man world, you're losing who you are. I felt that way too. You know what I'm saying? I felt the same way. And I had to give up everything. Everything ain't important, man. The Lord is important. There's nothing new under the sun. All this shit is old, man. You think these nice cars, you think all this stuff is brand new? No, it's not. It's old, man. It's all been here before. Shit ain't nothing new. But you got to understand these things, man. Why you think you got white people and astronauts up there in outer space? Because they want to be where the Lord is at. They want to be high up. They want to be above the ground. They want to feel like they got these space stations. They got air forces up there. They got cities. And guess where our brothers and sisters at? Guess where Jacob is at? Still on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Those of us that are still broke, you know what I'm saying? You still live here, you know? It's not worth it. It's really not. He started questioning everything around him. All right. It says, and he said unto me, thou canst not. And he said, and I said, wherefore, Yahweh? It says, whereunto was I born, or why was not my mother's womb then my grave? Because it's better to die, you know what I'm saying, than to keep living in this pathetic world and living on this earth. You feel me? You might as well wish for death if you're living in a white man's kingdom. Was it worth it? You feel me? No, it's not worth it. You'd rather die than sit here and know that you got to struggle all your life. Or you got to kill and take something from somebody else to make you feel better. You know? You got to keep doing wickedness and keep hustling and selling all these drugs and destroying your people. Man, I'd rather accept death, like the prophet said. But there's a reason for all this. There's a reason. So he gonna get to that. It says, and he said unto me, thou canst not. And I said, wherefore, Yahweh? Whereunto was I born then? Or why was not my mother's womb then my grave? That I might not have seen the travail of Yahweh, of Jacob, and the wearisome toil of the stock of Israel. So back then they knew the truth. They knew the truth, but they knew the journey ahead was a long ride, man. It was a long ride because he was in ancient times. So the Lord is talking about now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, reincarnation and all these things got us here, you know? It got us here till now. Those of us that prophesied and all that small time, you know, from the biggest prophets, which is Great Millstone, all the way to the smallest prophets and men like myself that's doing it on their own. You know what I'm saying? There you go. We made it to those times, but it was a long ride to get here spiritually. And we went through a lot of stuff, man, from life to life, you know, from all kind of troubles, from all kind of different pits. You could easily slip into a different philosophy. You can easily be lied to and believe it, you know, different. If the Lord wants you, He gonna have you, you know. But that's how it is, though, you know. It's a road to this shit, man. It's many doors, man. It's many doors, but only one lead to the truth. And it says, It says, and it said to see the travail of Jacob, because when the white man come up against us and these race wars crack off, and these nations try to rush us, they don't know that Jacob got the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai on him. So they're going to test that metal, and they're going to lose. Like God say, they're going to fail horribly, because God going to throw blows with the white man. You're going to see in these days to come. And Jacob is going to travail over these white people. We going to win the battle that's coming. Going to win World War III, all that shit, man. We going to win, like God, like he said, to see those days when we free from slavery, because it's coming, and we ain't got to be bound under got the white man foot on our neck, and we can't fight back. The Lord said, I'm gonna give you the strength to fight back in those days. You know what I'm saying? And these days are coming, and this is what we all getting prepared for. Believe it or not, it's gonna crack off. Nigga, I'm throwing blows with these niggas. Fuck all that. It took away my car, man. I gotta go get my damn license and shit. You feel me? I gotta walk, I gotta hustle. I gotta live like this. I have to live like this, man. I gotta work these little fast food jobs. Come on, bust down with it, man. You know, our women would rather date the white people than be with us. And I'm the top dog hustler, and it's still not enough for these bitches, man. It's not enough. It's not enough. Everything that I do ain't enough to even get up in this white man world. It's not enough. It's not. I gotta do more. You know what I'm saying? You got people going gay. You got people killing people just to get up in the standard in this white man world. You got people turning on their friends, leaving their friends behind, selling their souls just to get up in the white man world. And it's not even worth it. If his world, and his world is passing away quickly. So it's not worth it to be in Esau's world. It ain't worth it, man. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, name Yahshai, is worth it. He created all these things. You know the secret behind creation. You know the secret behind all these things that be is Yahweh Shem Shai and the name Yahshai. The Lord did all this, man. Since I know that, I'm going to go with Yahweh Shem Shai. I'm not going to go to no white man who's just a man. He can't do nothing for me. And he's a slave driver. I'm not going to go to him so he can beat my ass and put me back in submission. I'm going to go to Yahweh Shem Shai, the Lord that's going to allow me to be free. It says, and the wearisome toil of the stock of Israel. And he said unto me, number me the things that are not yet come. Gather me together the drops that are scattered abroad, and make me the flowers green again that are withered. Open me the places that are closed, and bring me forth the winds that are in them are not shut up. The winds in them that are shut up. Show me the image of a voice, and then I will declare to thee the thing that thou laborest to know. It says, and I said, Yahweh, that bearest rule, who may know these things? But he that has not his dwelling with men. That's right. So you got to have a spirituality. You got to go to the prophets. You got to go into the higher teachers. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to GMS, you know? Go to them, you know, and learn these things. And that'll be the beginning of what Yahweh Shem Shai needs to show you, all these things. He starts showing you in visions, dreams, reading the Bible. That's the biggest vision. That's the biggest dream. You're going to know the past, present, and future. You're going to know everything. The people like me, no, the people like GMS and the people like me, we're going to know everything, okay? We're going to know the past. We're going to know the present. We're going to know our future. We're going to know everything. You know what I'm saying? The prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai going to be the smartest people in the world, man. Because we chose to go back to Yahweh Shem Shai, the name Yahshai. We chose to go back to the Lord, you know? And it says, open me the places that are closed, because the Bible was closed and we didn't know it. So he asked to open me this understanding, this wisdom and knowledge, and this secret understanding of the Bible. I need to understand, and I'm working to know it. And the Lord said, don't trip. I got you. I'm going to open up everything so you can understand. You can know, because I want you to know. So if you've chosen to know these things, then there's no running from it. The Lord is going, when you run this way, you try to get away from the Lord, he's so big, you can't run from him. He's just going to grab you, put you back where he wants you. You're going to go right back over here. Don't go this way. Don't go that way. I'm going to put you right here where I want you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've even tried it. I tried it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, you tried it, because I went off a little bit. I got rebuked, so I tried to get away from the Lord. The Lord said, put you right back where I want you. You stay right here. If you belong with the Lord that you're chosen, there is no running. You can't get away from Yahweh. You're going to do the work. You're going to come out here to the roads. You're going to do the best you can to tell these people. You're going to open their eyes. You're going to put in that work. You're going to do it. He said, He tried to run over here. He tried to run over there. He tried to hide over there. He tried to hide under here. The Lord said, come out. You're going to do the work. That shit's funny because it's true. So it says, and it says, open me the places that are closed and bring me forth the winds that in them are shut up. Show me the image of a voice, and then I will declare to thee the thing that thou laborest to know. And I said, O Yahweh, bearest rule. Who may know these things? Because you got to know the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the name of Yahushai. Certain fundamental things you got to know before Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai just lets you in. You got to cut your beard. You know what I'm saying? You got to grow out your beard. You got to cut your hair short. You know what I'm saying? You got to go get your tunic and sackcloth. You know, mine is just a regular shirt being cut into a tunic. You know, I got my little fringe sweater. You know, I'm doing the best that I can. So the Lord said, you know those fundamentals? Now I could teach you more. Because there's a lot of stuff that I thought I knew. But when I started going accordingly, I grew out my beard. You know what I'm saying? I cut my hair, you know. The Lord started giving me more knowledge, the knowledge of words. You know what I'm saying? I sit back and I listen to the prophets, whether I'm at work or whether I'm at home. I listen to them, I write down words. You know what I'm saying? I got a little book with words and little documents in it. Now I know the truth behind Revelation. Now I know certain words that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Now I know certain secrets that I need to know that's going to stable me for these times. So if the Lord allow me to live through these times and through Jacob's trouble, you know what I'm saying, in these times to come, I'm going to know everything, you know? And there's nothing that I don't know. I know everything. And the prophet's going to teach me everything else that I don't know, you know? But pretty much the majority of it, I know a lot of it. I know a lot. It says, and I said, O Yahweh that bearest rule, who may know these things, but he hath not his dwelling with men. Exactly. So your mind can't be on earthly things. Your friends, your family, your loved ones, your girlfriend, your money, your jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course you live this life. You cannot remove it from you. But at the same time, you could distance yourself from it. And like the Lord say, come spend time with me and you'll learn the things that are not among men. Ain't none of this knowledge among them. They can't teach me what I need to know. I got to look up and I got to ask for that. And the Lord going to bring it down to me so I can understand it. He's going to send men around me that know it, that's going to be able to teach me. And I'm going to be like, oh, all right, I know, I feel it. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's dark. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? That's good to know. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm going to stay with the Lord because God teaching me the things that men can't teach me. It's only so much knowledge a man can know on this world. You know what I'm saying? In this white man world, there's only so much knowledge you can gain, you know? And then that's it. You know, they're stuck like that, you know, and a lot of our brothers and sisters are stuck in that kind of knowledge. Nah, I don't want to be like that. I want my knowledge to shoot straight up into them heavens. And that's where my mind is at. My frame is on that divine level. It's on that level of spirituality. You know what I'm saying? Not of this world, not among men. What they talk about every day is boring as hell. Oh, I'm going to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Go flip me a couple of racks, you know. You're so hypnotized on these dollars that this white man got you on. You can give me a nice little chain, you know, give me a girl, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna go get these Nikes, you feel me? I'm gonna go get these new shoes that they got coming out. Man, fuck that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's false. That's stuff that's about to pass away. I want the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding for the stability of this time, the strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is a treasure. Amen to that. I want that. And I've got that, like the Lord says. So now keep it. Don't let it go. Keep it. Among the times when I got rebuked and I felt like I fell off, you know what I'm saying? The Lord's like, all you had to do was cut your hair and grow your beard out. That's all I asked you to do. I didn't want you to run away. You know what I'm saying? So I had to come back. I had to give the Lord what I owe him. I owe him work. I owe him my time. I owe him my attention. I owe him a whole relationship. The Lord said, you owe me a lot of things, man. It's time for me to give back. And that's exactly what I've been doing, giving back. These people owe the Lord a lot. So when the time comes, when God asks for that payment to pay up, he's going to take your life for what you owe him. God said, you owe me a house, you owe me your cars, you owe me your kids.
Well, I'm going to refund that back. Give me that. You know, in fact, give me your life because I made that too. Give me that too. So you don't want to be like that in the time to come. You want to give everything back to the Lord that he gave you. That way God won't require your life. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes, man. That's how it's going to go because Lord ain't human. God say, how you going to pay me for all the things that I've given you? How? How you going to pay me for all the things that I bestowed on you? You don't pray, you don't believe, so why not I take your life? Why not? That's the ultimate price. Why not? And it says, as for me, I am unwise. How may I then speak of the things there whereof thou askest of me? Exactly. I don't know everything. I don't know the divine things and the divine places that Yahweh speak of. So how do I obtain this knowledge? Then he said unto me, like as thou canst do none of the things that I have spoken of, even so canst thou not find out my judgment, or in the end the love that I have promised unto my people. Exactly. Because God said you do these things for me, then you expect the love that's going to come back. Because God loves his people. He do. He loves us, you know. So God said, if you do these things for me, I'm going to preserve your life. I'm going to keep you from the hour of temptation. I'm going to take you away from these judgments. Call on Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshai, and name Yahshai. I'm going to keep you alive. You know what I'm saying? Or God may kill you to test you. Some of us that know that we prophets might have to die for this word. It's a possibility. It's true. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to die for this word. Some of us will die for the word. Salakia. But it's a test, you know? So the Lord said, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? And then ultimately, some of us might get what we asked for. We might be preserved, you know what I'm saying, to see the second coming of Yahweh Shai. And then we could die without pain. Now, that's a good one. I want that too. But if I got to die for the word, then that's just what it is. Me, I'd rather go out in blazing glory. You're going to have to shoot me up, fool. That's how I feel. You're going to have to kill me. You have to jump me. You have to beat me to death. Make it quick. That's all I got to tell you. Make it quick. That's all I got to say. If you're going to kill me, in these days to come and I finally get caught, I pray that Yahweh will make my death quick. Just shoot me in the head or something, you feel me? Or, you know what I'm saying, hurry up and slit my throat so I can bleed to death, something. You know, make this quick. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to suffer like that, you know? But if I got to die for the Lord, give me a quick death. That's what I ask for. And if I survive, then all more points be to it. If I get the power, your ass is mine. Your ass is grass if I get the power. Don't let me get the power. You know what I'm saying? It says, and I said, behold, O Yahweh, yet art thou nigh unto them that be reserved to the end. Exactly. So whether we know it or not, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is drawn to those that's going to survive. You know what I'm saying? The end of days. Some of us is already deemed to make it to see the end of time. You know what I'm saying? Some of us is already deemed for it. Some of us don't. No, we don't. We are unaware. We don't know who the Lord had chosen, but we're going to find out when Jacob's trouble starts to begin and all these things come to pass. Great death, great sorrow, great famine, you know, great chaos. You know, when all these things come to pass, we're going to figure out who among us are the chosen. But the Lord draw near to the ones that he wants the most, you know? That's the truth. That's probably why Yahweh called me back, because I've been doing it. I was doing it before I got rebuked. You know what I'm saying? I was doing it before, you know what I'm saying? I had to find out the little things to correct myself. That's why the Lord didn't want me to fall off. He just wanted me to follow the guidelines to do it right, you know? So I was doing it before. I was here before, and now I'm back, you know, to finish the work. I got to finish it. I'm not going to be no nigga that heard the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the name Yahushai, and ignored the Lord. I can't do that. I can't do that in my heart. I got to finish what I started. Now I'm at the midpoint of my journey. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still continuing, and I'm going to go harder and harder until it's over. That's what I'm going to do. And that's what the Lord loved. Man, the Lord, like, you came back. I'm like, yes, Lord, I came back. I love you too much to ignore you. I love you too much to not do your work. And all things come from Yahweh. I'm like, the Lord gave me everything, man. He gave me everything. Why not give back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and the name of Yahushua? Why not give back? The Lord said, come back to me. And I came back. That's exactly what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And so for those of them that didn't get rebuked and is on the right track, stay on the right track, man. Keep the customs, man. Stay with the Lord. Have faith, man. God got us. We ain't going nowhere, man. The Lord, we ain't going nowhere unless Yahweh wants us to. So it says, and I said, behold, O Yahweh, yet art thou nigh unto them that be reserved to the end. And what shall they do to have been before me? Or we that be now, or what they that shall come after us? Exactly. So what you got to do to stay preserved during those ancient times, and then to be reborn till now. That's what he's talking about. You got to put in that work, man. You got to keep prophesying. It's a lot of brothers that was in the truth that prophesied until they passed away. That's how much they believe. And it says, and he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring. Like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first. So everything is bound to repeat itself. That's why everybody's so scared that World War III could crack off, because everything is bound to repeat itself. It's going to happen. Whether people are afraid or not, it's still coming. You know what I'm saying? Whether you believe or not, it's still going to happen. The downfall of America, the end of the white man, all that is coming to pass. It's a ring, all right? Just like the day passes away and the night come and then the day come again. It's a ring. Amen to that. Call on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua for that. So it says, there is no slackness of the last, and even so there is no swiftness of the first. So I answered and said, couldst thou not make those that have been made and be now, and that there are four to come at once, so that thou mightest show thy judgment the sooner? Then he answered me and said, the creature may not haste above the maker, neither may the world hold them at once that shall be created therein. So, you know, people believe that, you know, the things that's happening in Ukraine is World War III, and World War III just going to pop off. We're going to get nuked, and everything is going to happen, and the coming of Yahweh is going to come. No, his prophecies must come to pass. That's what that passage means. Everything must happen in the order that the Lord prophesies that he told would happen. You know what I'm saying? So nothing, the creature is not going to hasten above the maker. That's not going to happen, you know? Then he answered me and said, the creature may not haste above the maker, neither may the world hold them at once that shall be created therein. Exactly. Even the world couldn't estimate what time and day Yahweh Shai is supposed to make his second coming. That's not going to happen. People can assume this, people can assume that. You going to believe the white man in his wicked world, or you going to believe Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua? I'm going to believe Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua in the name of Yahushua. And everything that he's done and everything that he said came to pass, and he was always right. He was never wrong. And I said, as thou hast said unto thy servant, that thou which givest all life to all, hast given life at once to the creature that thou hast created, and the creature bear it, even so it might now also bear them that be present at once. And he said unto me, ask the womb, and here it come. Here's the Lord's response to Esdras. As the womb of a woman, and say unto, ask the woman of the woman, and say unto her, if thou bringest forth children, why dost thou not together? No, why dost thou not it together, but after one another? Pray her therefore to bring forth 10 children at once. It's not going to happen. So prophecy after prophecy, and the way the Lord had made an order. So everything is in order right now. Everything is perfect. The prophecies cannot come all at once. It's not going to happen like that. Everything got to happen in its perfect order, perfect time, you know? It says, and I said, she cannot, but must do it by distance of time. Exactly. Then he said unto me, even so I have given the womb of the earth to those that be sown in it in their times. Exactly. So those of them that's coming into the truth right now and being converted, it's their time to. You know what I'm saying? Some of us that's being converted, that happened earlier, it was our time to be converted. You know what I'm saying? So everything is upon the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So right now the earth is going through horrible birth pains. So now it's in the stage for the earth to go through its birth pains as a sign of the child coming. So the earth is given a lot of shakings, a lot of different events are happening in the earth, a lot of different natural disasters. So the earth is going through a birth pain stage, you know, and it's a sign that the baby is coming, you know, because the baby starts kicking and moving, and then the baby starts jumping and bringing out great pain toward a woman cannot stop it. The same as with the planet. When the Messiah, Yahweh Shai, begins to draw near to the earth, the birth pain's going to keep going, and it's not going to stop. So people going to wish that the times of peace will come back, but it ain't going to be no peace. It's going to be more and more destruction. It's going to just keep happening. Lord, stop. Lord, please. Ain't going to be none of that, man. All this stuff is going to happen, and it's going to keep happening. So you got a lot of peace right now, you're going to have a lot of trouble later. It's going to keep hitting you, and it's not going to stop. Like a woman that cannot reverse her birth pains when the baby is coming. It's not going to stop, man. There's going to be some very painful times coming, man. It says, for like as a young child may not bring forth the things that belong to the aged, even so I have disposed the world which I have created. Exactly. God is getting ready to undo what he did. You know what I'm saying? Undo creation, you know? So what am I telling you? You know, that the white man's empire and everything that he created is coming to an end. God said, I'm about to just ball this up and just throw this into the trash. Esau, Edom is coming to the end of his creation. It's the end of all things, especially for him. So that's why they're afraid of this World War III dawning on the horizon. They're afraid of it because it's the end of the empires, the end of the golden age. It is. Ain't nothing to be, well, for us, it's nothing to worry about. We ain't got nothing to worry about. But for them, it's a catastrophe. So it says, I disposed the world which I created. And I asked and said, seeing that thou hast now given me the way, it says, I will proceed to speak before thee for our mother, of whom thou hast told me that she is young, draweth now nigh unto age. He answered me and said, and ask a woman that beareth children, and she shall tell thee. Exactly. When your baby coming? That's what a woman going. When you ask a woman, when your baby coming? Oh, my baby will be here in like 3 to 4 months. You know what I'm saying? She'll be here soon. I see the signs. I got the ultrasound. She'll be here soon. A woman is going to tell you, just as the same as the earth is going to tell you. If you look at the geography of the earth, the political things that are happening on the earth, the wars that's happening on the earth, you see the birth pains popping up. The earth is giving you, it's not going to exactly tell you the time and when, you know what I'm saying, the Messiah is going to come. It's giving you signs of it. So you look at the world, and you look at everything around you. Okay, I see that. All right, I understand it. The times is near. The times are drawing near. So we see it. It's happening slowly but surely, like a woman in labor, like a woman that's about to have her baby, you know? Nah, that was gross. Get ready to close out soon. It says, say unto her, wherefore are not they whom that thou now brought forth, like those that were before? but less of stature. And she shall answer thee, they that be born in the strength of youth are of one fashion, and they that be born in the time of age, when the womb faileth, are otherwise. It says, consider thou therefore also how that ye are less of stature than those that were before you, and so are they to come after you less than ye, as the creatures which now begin to be old and have passed over the strength of youth. Then I said, Yahweh, I beseech thee, if I have found favor in thy sight, show thy servant by whom thou visitest thy creature. Exactly, because he was at old age, so he wanted to know the time and the season when all this stuff had begun, because he was in ancient times. Having understand the Bible and already have understanding of it. Okay, I understand it, so how long would it take? That's what he's saying. How long would it take for the world to end? How long would it take for all these troubles to come to pass? And like the Lord said, it takes time. Like a baby coming into, like a baby growing up to be a teenager to a man, it takes time. Good hour and 30 minutes. It looks good. It looks good. It says, and he said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world ever stood, or ever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightning, or ever the foundations of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together over the heights of the air, were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys of Zion were hot, and even in the ever present years were sought out, and ever the inventions of them that now send were turned, before they were sealed that gathered faith for a treasure. So he went from all the way to beginning to all the way to the end. Before all this, it was Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. It was the Lord. The Ali Shidra, that's what they will call him. The great, terrible power. He was here before everything was created. When everything was black and there was nothing here. You know what I'm saying? It was the Lord. Before it was even angels, before he created the Messiah, it was just him. Then answered I, it said, then I did consider these things, and they were all made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. Then I answered and said, what shall be the parting of asunder of times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that follow? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, because the white man is the evil twin brother of Jacob. Before that happened, you feel me? No, when that happened, it says of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. So I tell you how bad that we wanted the kingdom, but we didn't get the kingdom. Esau got the kingdom. The white man got the kingdom first. So it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that follows. So that's a huge sign. So it tells you that the white man is the end of this world, and Jacob is the beginning that follows, which is terrifying and true. Because the white man, he got the tools to end his own world. He got the nuclear bombs. The nuclear bombs are proof of the end of the world, okay? So when this happens, and it comes to pass, the white man is going to destroy himself. He's going to blow himself up. That's what. That's how you know the white man is Esau, Edom in the Bible. Amen. Because you hold the keys to your own destruction, man. The white people created nuclear bombs, man. And the nuclear bombs are meant to end the world, period, point blank. No black man didn't create that. White man created that. And this is where they got to take the accounts for what they've done, and they got to pay the price. And their whole world going to come to an end through their own hand. Bingo, that's checkmate. So Yahweh's laughing. The Lord and the rest of us is laughing at these niggas, man. Like they said on the news, that Russia got a nuclear deterrent pointed at Ukraine. So if he feel like he want to pop off, all he got to do is send a nuclear missile over there to Ukraine and blow their ass up. So there you have it. Not only Does Russia got the power, that kind of demonic power? America got nuclear equipment too. They can end civilization with a snap. So what did the Lord say? It say for Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So when Esau come out of rule and throw himself out of rule and the Lord take him out of power, guess what? The Negroes, Mexicans, the Indians, the children of Israel, they're going to go, Yahweh Shai is going to Yahweh Shai is going to come down here and he's going to remodel the earth. He's going to put Esau into slavery, the white people into slavery, and then the black people in them, they going to bear rule. Israel is going to bear rule over them and make them rebuild the world. It's very simple. It's very easy. They're going to have to clean up all this nuclear waste. They're going to have to get rid of the dead bodies. They're going to have to get rid of the old buildings. They're going to be done and they're going to be going away. White man going to have to clean everything up that he destroyed. You don't know how much of a mess a nuclear event can create. That's bad, man. That's bad, man. It says the hand of a man betwixt the heel and the hand. Otherwise, Esdras asked thou not. It says, I answered and said, O Yahweh, that bearest rule, I have found favor in thy sight. Because he knew the secret of the end of the world. He knew the secret. And it made sense to him. Because back in those days, the ancient Greeks and the ancient Greeks was the white people that was taking over everything. Well, he was during the time of Esdras, so he could probably been during Egyptian time. I do believe Esdras was an Egyptian. I got to do more of my studies. It says, I answered then and said, O Yahweh, that bearest rule, I have found favor in our sight. But overall, he knew the secret of the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go catch my bus. Call on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and the name Yahushai. It was good. Let me get my butt home. And I'm going to come back with another video. And I'm going to go catch my bus. Shalom to you guys. I love you guys. Call on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, name Yahushai. Shalom. Amen. And see you later. Coming to a next episode. Goodbye.